Yo, what's happening, Cucumber Squad? Right, man, last one by Simba and last one by Lemon. This is a Skip the Line by Lemon once again. It was actually the triple take, where you can actually do that. You can request 3 reactions at once because it's actually cheaper than requesting just 1 reaction. So yeah, man, Simba, Cage, and like I said, guys, okay, firstly, this artist is absolutely fantastic, and secondly, please, you need to support this man. Link is always down in the description. Click on the link down in the description, go to his channel, show some love, and subscribe to him. Man, this guy has only been, so far, all I've heard from Simba has just been rawness, realness. It's been awesome, right? He's got his own little unique style. His voice is fantastic. He's got a bit of like an R&B type hip-hop flip. He really fits into 2 categories for me, essentially. But really, really awesome. I like his style, and I'm telling you now, mark my words, this guy's primed. This guy's primed. Like he's ready to be taken on in terms by a label or somebody, because you can see this guy's got some talent. So yeah, I also said I'm going to do an interview with him at some point. I will arrange that. I'm going to try and get into contact with him. I don't think it'll be too difficult, and I'll bring him onto the channel because I'd love to chat to him. I think there's a lot of elements that hold a lot of relatability in his life and my own. So I'd love to just chat to him and bring that to you guys. So yeah, so Simba, Cage, and once again, Skip the Line reaction by Lemon. Let's rock and roll. Let's go. Hey. Again, I've told you this guitar story, right? Every single song we've heard by Simba so far has been the guitar, right? Beautiful, beautiful instruments. I obviously have no issues with guitar, but let's go. Again, there's the sunflower, right? There's a big, big symbolism to the sunflower, and this is something that I'd love to chat to him about.
Hey, I'm sorry for some of the things that I say. Been running out of energy in my brain. I can't keep these voices in my head at bay. And don't give me your pointless advice to pray, 'cause you know I'm going straight insane.
I hope to God that he doesn't actually do this in real life. Genuinely, I hope to God that he didn't follow his parents' route. It's very difficult to, you know, when that's all you see growing up, you know, you tend to follow the same road. But at times there are points in life where there's enlightenment with regards to his addiction in the previous song, where he says, "You've got your addictions, I've got my pen," right? And I think that's where he should really be. I just don't. I hope he didn't go down that same road. But the fact that he's actually speaking about it in his music goes to show that he actually is actually aware of it, and he is introspecting, which is fantastic.
Mama, keep on fighting through the fade. Please stay, please stay, please stay. Oh, please stay, oh, please stay, oh, please stay. Mama, don't leave, don't go. I don't want to attend another funeral, another parent with a lost soul. Taking away what makes them beautiful. I just want you to know I love you, you're special no matter what kind of parent you were, you will always be mine. Nothing.
It's another one that he's talking about his mom. It's like, don't leave, don't go. I don't want to go to another funeral with a Lysol, right? Which covers away what's beautiful, the scent, the beauty of life. Beautiful. I love that verse. Very clever. Let's go.
To know I love you, you're special no matter what kind of parent you were, you will always be mine. Nothing can change that, not even time, not even me running 365. And I promise I'll save you the day that I'm signed. Fuck. The past is the past, so let's put it behind us. Now this is where I draw the line. This is where I give you my peace of mind. This is where I feel like I should reply to the bullshit excuses constructed from
your shit, bro. Talk. That's the thing, is that people need to talk. When you get to this sort of state in your life, you can't be quiet. You can't bottle everything in, because you're putting a log over here, and it just literally just builds and builds and builds until you explode. This is what you need. This is his therapy. He needs to talk. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. Talk, bro.
This is where I give you my peace of mind. This is where I feel like I should reply to the bullshit excuses constructed from lies. Quit trying to touch me, I told you I'm fine. Told you I'm great. I'm at the hood for the moment. I got this food stacked on my plate. Mama, I'm eating today. Mama, I'm eating today. You're the only reason to pray, despite all the times you left me in the rain.
Hey, you're the reason to pray despite how many times. So it's basically saying, all these times that you've hurt me, I'm still holding hope. I'm still holding hope. I still pray for you, despite how many times you left me in the rain. You left me in those dark days on my own, without food. I'm eating today, and I hate you for it, but I'm still gonna pray for you. Come on, man.
Sorry that I'm real. I'm sorry that I'm real. Sorry that I'm always straight with you where I feel. I'm sorry that I'm real. Sorry that I'm always straight with you where I feel.
Don't need to be sorry about that, bro. Honesty is, for me, the greatest thing. I would prefer somebody to come and be dead honest with me. I would prefer someone come to me and say, fuck you, to my face, than people talk about me behind my back. Right? I respect people that are real. I respect people that will sit there and say, I don't like you because you're a fucking asshole. I don't like you, you're this, you're that, you're that, you're that, you're that. You know what you get from me? You get respect. You'd be like, you know what? At least you had the balls. At least you had the backbone to come directly to me and tell me that. I will give you my respect. I can't fix the fact that you don't like me. A lot of people don't like each other. It's a fact of life. It's the way it is. Not everyone can love each other. It's just, that's not how the world works. But the fact that you were real with me and you actually came to me and said everything that you felt, everything that was in your heart, and even if you told me, if that was even your cutoff point in that relationship to tell me to go and get fucked, I'd be like, you know what? Respect. I appreciate people like this.
I'm sorry that I'm real. No, yeah. I'm sorry for bothering you. Still building tolerance too. All of these bullshit problems that been causing these gossiping drama songs, so they do not follow you through. I'm sorry for bothering you, still building tolerance too. All of these bullshit problems that been causing these gossiping drama songs, so they do not follow you through. Nah.
Okay, so I'm sorry I'm pausing, but you can actually see that he's working through his emotions because he's got a lot. He's actually breaking open at the moment. I hate to say breaking down, because breaking down is very negative. He's breaking open. But have you noticed that he's been, like, in all the songs that we've listened to, he's apologized a lot to his parents and to his mom, as if he himself feels not worthy. I apologize that I bothered you. I apologize that, you know, that I've been here, that I've been a burden on you. He feels guilty for all of this. It's the weight that he's carrying because he feels rejected. This is projection, right? This is projection. He feels that he needs to project because he feels like his whole life has just been one big rejection. So he feels that it's his fault. And that's something that obviously he's going to work through from a therapeutical standpoint, you know, whether he's seeing seeing someone or a shrink or somebody, which I suggest he does. But that's something he's going to work through his music and, you know, through self-help and things like that, where he's going to realize that the moment he loves himself, the moment he doesn't feel like he's that rejection, the whole world changes for him. So I like the fact that he's saying that, but I kind of feel like it's coming from a space that he feels guilty for all of this, like it was his fault that all of this happened when it wasn't. But that's the natural emotion of a child, of a human being. I felt the exact same way when I was a kid. You know, she didn't leave me because she was an idiot. She left me because it was me. Like, she didn't want me because I wasn't a good kid or something. Like, you tend to take that on, as opposed to saying, you know, the black and white of it is that your mother was just, it's not that she didn't love you, she was just a bit twisted and she got caught up in things that she didn't want to get caught up in. But it's the way the world works. It's not your fault. You know what I mean? Anyway.
So they do not follow you through. they do not value through. We spoke a couple of weeks ago over the phone, and I noticed your voices sounded different. I couldn't bear to listen, I couldn't help but to think I don't even know who this is. Felt like I had to ask for permission to speak. This anxiety's relentless. You started joking and laughing and kidding. I tossed you a bone, little hatches to fit in. I gotta remember to think with my wit, not with my heart. You giving a little should tear you apart. I've already...
Good lord, I throw you a bone and you hatch it. Wait, what did you say there?
I couldn't help but to think I don't even know who this is. Felt like I had to ask for permission to speak. This anxiety's relentless. You started joking and laughing and kidding. I tossed you a bone, little hatchet to fit in. I gotta remember to think with my...
A little hatchet to fit in. I toss you a bone, little hatchet to fit in. Absolutely fire. This kid's cadence and everything is absolutely incredible.
Wit, not with my heart. You giving a little should tear you apart. I've already took this too far. Just skipped at the part. I'm alone and I'm parked in my car. Why am I always fucked up? Up the routine with my plug. Down the brain with the nub. Heat it up, heat it up. Heat it up, heat it up. Why am I always fucked up? Up the routine with my plug. Down the brain with the nub. Heat it up, heat it up. Heat it up, heat it up. I took your advice. I gotta stay high all the time. Yeah, yeah.
I took your advice. Basically, I learned from you. I can't understand now. Right? I've got to stay high all of the time because I can't handle the pain. So it's basically, it's almost like he's also acknowledging why his mom did that. Why his parents were drug addicts, right? Because reality was too difficult to deal with, right? So he's like, I took your advice, but now he's understands that it's not the right thing to do. So it's almost like he's doing it almost in a sarcastic way. It's very cool.
Yeah, pop a Friday night, now it's got me feeling right. Yeah, think I'm alright, I feel I'm fine. Yeah, yeah. Better stay high, I'll pay the price. Mama, please don't take a life, no. Yeah, I don't mean to patronize. Yeah, you gotta fight. Yeah, I'm feeling alright, yeah. I'm feeling fine, yeah, yeah. If I stay high, the pain is subsides, yeah, yeah.
I'm feeling fine. Obviously, he's not feeling fine because anybody who says that, I'm alright, I'm feeling fine, is not feeling fine. If I stay high, the pain is okay. Like, I can manage the pain if I stay high, right?
If I stay high, if you take your life, doesn't...
It's clever that he's actually flipped like that. It's essentially where he's actually on this board. If I stay high, so it almost looks like he's floating. So if I stay high, I think it's all right. Very clever. I told you once again, from an independent standpoint, the filming angles and everything, even though he's doing it on pretty much no budget, you can see that it's still very clever.
If I stay high, if you take your life, there's no telling what's behind that door. What are you waiting for? Yeah. Mama, please stay some more. Yeah. I change the cadence of stress that I'm changing the way that I deal with emotions and losing control, so I know how to cope when the moment I notice a notification that vibrates my phone. News I've expected to hear all along. What are you waiting for? Yeah.
When I get the notification that vibrates on my phone, I'm waiting for the news that I've been expecting all this time. Like I said in my previous reaction, you know, you never know when you get that notification. You're going to sit there and it's like, is this now? Is this the time? Is she gone now? Is she gone now? Because you're expecting it. You know what I mean? No one can live that kind of life for too long until it eventually catches up to them. So he's like, I'm just waiting for that vibration on my phone to tell me the news that I expected all the way along. You know what I mean?
You made it out of the gate, you're gone.
You made it out of the gate and you're gone. The sunflower. We need to talk about this sunflower. So I've already given you my, my introspection on the actual sunflower itself. I'm not entirely sure this might hold a bigger meaning for him, this particular sunflower. But yeah, I mean, we'll try and obviously get to chat to him about it. I've noticed a specific trend or sort of thread in all of his music with regards to, he sings a lot. And I think this is his way of actually working through all of that pain and all of those emotions. But he sings a lot about his mom. It feels like his mom hurt him a lot, a hell of a lot, right? And he's caught in between this place where he wants to forgive his mom, but he also wants to, he's, as everybody is, that you want to hate your mom, but you can't hate your mom. You want to forgive your mom, but you can't forgive your mom. And the most important thing in something like that is that it's important to forgive, because you're giving up. There's two things that are sacrificed when you forgive. So when you forgive, you're sacrificing, like you're sacrificing your pride, right? So when somebody actually says sorry, they're sacrificing their pride, right? And so it's putting their pride in your hands, right? So, and then when you forgive, you sacrificing your sort of like your virtue. So there's a give and take to forgiving, right? But I still kind of feel that he hasn't gotten the sorry that he needed from his parents for this life, and he speaks a lot of it, and I'd like to dig into it a little bit deeper. But yeah, man, anyway, the song was absolutely awesome. I'd like to hear something different by him. So far I've heard 4 songs by him, which I know obviously we're going through. This is obviously a very dark sort of time, so he's speaking his real stuff. But I'd like to see something a little bit more upbeat, in the sense of like where it's a little bit more bright and a little bit lighter, not so heavy, and to sort of just see his versatility in the actual music space, because he's going to have to do that with regards to replayability value. Yes, this songs are absolutely awesome, but I find with songs like this, they don't really always have a replayability value, because not everybody wants to consistently be down at the end of the day, which is fine. This music has its space, and it's written for people who need to hear it. I get that, and he obviously must write it, and I love this kind of thing, but I'd like to see his versatility. We've done 4 songs now, and they're all been pretty much the same thread. I've loved them all though, but I'd like to see a different side of Simba. And maybe there is. I mean, we haven't explored too much into Simba, so maybe there is. Lemon, you let me know, man. You put it down in the comment section or whatever else if there's something that's slightly different. Anyway, I love you all, man. Please stay safe, please stay healthy. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.